And we are live. I'm coming to you from Washington, D.C. I have my man here, Jared Arms. He is in Missouri, St. Louis area. Jared and I were connected by way of one of our blind hockey players, Nick. And Nick has joined us all over the place, helped me start the team there in St. Louis. Also came with the St. Louis Blues when we did that, and he's come to Lake Placid, and he's coming to Washington. Jared. So, Jared, tell me a little bit about your project. I know it's a very interesting project, and you're doing a lot of good in the world, which I love. So tell me a little bit about how the project started and what you guys are doing now.
Yeah, so thank you, and thank you for having me on. So a few years ago, I lost a few friends due to gun violence that I was just really close to growing up in high school. And so I decided to partner with a few licensed clinical social workers, a few community partners such as community colleges, not-for-profit organizations, after-school programs to launch two programs. One, a trauma program where we focus on serious issues as far as bullying, suicide prevention, anxiety, social isolation, and a lot of other key areas. Then I also launched a STEM program where we teach students how to build websites, mobile apps, video games, search engines, all types of cool things of tech. So we decided to create this cryptocurrency or virtual currency, however you want to call it, earlier this year that's required to sign up or pretty much purchase any, when making any order on our platform, you have to use something called the collar coin, which is our currency that we created. These investors can purchase these things called the collar wallet that comes with a certain quantity of different coins that people can use, and there's a certain residual earning every time a coin is used. So the goal is just to release different types of coins. We have coins as for profit, some as under our 501c3 that's not for profit for write-off purposes, and that's what we were able to launch this past Thanksgiving, partnering with Teens of Tomorrow, Every Child's Hope, to connect with homeless teens to give them to help them learn how to use one of these collar coins to order free gift cards for food ordering and things like that. And we're going to continue to expand at this Christmas, just adding more things such as gift cards, toiletries, deodorant, soap, just more requests that some of these are asking for.
You know, it is absolutely fantastic. One of the main sponsors that we have is PackCoin. PackCoin is coming in again for the Washington Elite Summit. And what they are doing is real world use of their coin. They are airdropping it to refugees in Colombia, refugees from Venezuela, and they're in Colombia, and they're able to use the PackCoin in order to buy food and to buy necessities with the vendors that they have set up. And I'm a big charity guy, obviously. So one of my things that's close to my heart, and so I'm a big supporter. So I understand, how you got into it and everything else, but tell me a little bit about how you're using this to feed the homeless. I saw a write-up, and everybody should get on a Facebook group as well. This will be shared there, but tell us a little bit about that.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we have this little link that we kind of send out to different people because we are trying to keep it exclusive right now because it's pretty hot. But one, we kind of connect with these different organizations, like I was saying, Teens of Tomorrow, Epworth, the Convenient House, and things like that. But we started off with Teens of Tomorrow and Every Child's Hope, and then we pretty much just asked them, could they use our technology? If we provide them a link, then they can kind of allow the students to kind of access something that we have called the Collar Coin Store, which we'll kind of share exclusively at the event in Washington with you all. Then from there, they can kind of select which gift card that they want. And then we have a partner that delivers these gift cards for free. So it's just kind of 2-in-1. So that's that part. And it's pretty simple. And right now, just because we're kind of limited, like you were saying, we just launched that piece of it this past Thanksgiving. So we do have to increase the funds, get more sponsors. So we just kind of randomly reach out to different organizations and things like that versus trying to show favoritism to certain, groups or different students and things. But sure. These students, we're meeting some students, some young girls we met this past Thanksgiving, the age 14 and things like that, sleeping in cars, pregnant, no family, no connections, and just giving some simple things where you can go in a collar coin store, still order a gift card, but maybe some toiletries and just stuff to really help you survive. That's going to be the goal too. So we can have different corporate packages where they can kind of come on, upload their products. So we'll be, and I'm gonna share all this exclusively at your event and stuff like that too. So it's gonna be pretty awesome. But that's what we have so far.
It is going to be totally awesome, Jared. I'll tell you what, I was really excited to that you were coming to get to work with you. And it's always a pleasure to work with people that are helping other people. I talk about it all around the world, whatever stage they let me on. I tell them that the way that we move forward and the way that we are successful as a blockchain community, as a crypto community, is by helping other people. And if we help other people, we're going to achieve everything that we want to achieve. And maybe we don't help the people for that reason. We help them because we want to help them or this and that and the other. But it's an amazing thing. And, you know, that's how we ended up in Forbes. We ended up in Forbes magazine, the Washington Elite Summit. If you Google, you know, Forbes and Washington Elite, our first summit, the first summit I ever threw, ended up in the Forbes magazine because of charity. One of the artists donated her work to a charity that I support, Tour Day Crypto. And it ended up getting us in Forbes magazine. And that is now just, you know, a prime example of how it all works. But you're going to get a lot of traction here. I'm going to give you a great introduction here in DC. I can't wait to have you out here. So what is the social media? What's the website? How do people get a hold of you?
Yeah. So you can just visit our website, Kyler.io. That's www.kylar.io. Or you can just follow me on social media at jarms90 on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. And before we close out, something real important that I just want to pick. You know how we have to do and stuff when we're talking about it. One thing that's great about this crypto stuff is we actually just partnered with the Clayton's Family Court System. So we have our tech camp in the Juvenile Detention Center. And that's something that's a free service that we're providing based off these Kyler coins and these cryptocurrency sponsors that we have. So that's kind of good how they can kind of sponsor an activity like that. But we met a few students that's like very, very young, 13 and stuff, that's locked up for basically one young girl I met, she was being pretty much kind of touched on by her mom's boyfriend, was trying to tell her mom didn't believe her, ended up running away, having to steal food eventually to survive. So I was explaining like, and of course the traditional ways, the only really kind of like truth value of exchange when you kind of think about food really is money, because what the stores and restaurants take. And then when you try to take that food without having that, say, dollar, money, or debit card, then you become a thief, quote unquote, and that's a crime. But when we can teach people about this trusted value system that we have to do the same stuff, to get the same products or services, just doing it in a different protocol, then you're not a thief. You're actually a crypto expert in a way, you know what I'm saying? So I want to teach them about, you may not have to have money because it may be other type of technologies already pre-backed by money that has to be used for things like this. So I'm very excited about this part too.
I am too, Jared. I'll tell you what, so come to the Washington Elite Summit, February 1st, February 2nd. It's a Friday, Saturday. Meet Jared. Help him out, do it, experience what he's doing, and experience what's going on in the blockchain space. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Jared, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to welcome you here to the Capitol.
You too, bro. Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
All right, see you.